Man, talk about gloomy. I figured some of you guys might be stuck inside and was thinking about some stories from way back when. What made me think about it was I got to thinking more and more about doing that video for viability of like a free bird or a black bird for self-defense. And I was reminded of DNC's coconut video that prompted me to make my coconut video. And in that video, he says that he's in Southern California and pig's heads are hard to find. Well, I've always thought, well, I'm in northern South Carolina and pig's heads around here is easy to find. So I've always wanted to get a pig's head and shoot it. I just haven't done it yet. So I got to thinking about pig's heads and what it would possibly look like on video and how I would go about it and what kind of backlash I would run into if I did that. And the mind started to wander, and it reminded me of a couple of years ago. If you guys are squeamish, you might as well turn this video off right now because this is a bad story. I was at a party, this big party out in the country, and the guy's house we were at has hogs, and one of them had gotten too big and it started to kill the babies. I think it was like 450 pounds or something like that. And he was saying that, yeah, one way or another, that hog is not going to make it till tomorrow. And a couple other guys said, "Ooh, can we kill it?" And he's like, "I don't care. I just want it dead by tomorrow." And so they came up with this brilliant plan. Alcohol was not involved in any of this. But this plan was to take an axe, just a regular felling axe, get it nice and sharp, and go in the pen and attempt to cut its head off. I'm not even kidding. And I was thinking, oh God, somebody's gonna get hurt. And oh man, that poor hog. I hate seeing things suffer. And so party progressed, and I kind of forgot about it and was doing my own thing. It's getting late. I guess it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I started hearing it squeal about 150 yards away. We were down in this area where there was a whole bunch of people listening to music and whatnot. And I was like, oh God, I might as well go up there and check on things. So there were two of them in the hog pen, and they were chasing this poor thing around, taking swings at it. And every time they would, it was dark, but every time they would make a good connection with it, it sounded like somebody swinging an axe into a half-rotten stump. It was really awful. So, and then the pig would squeal and then run away. So I ran back down to where everybody else was, and I started looking for somebody with a handgun. Somebody lent me a little Glock, just like a little something for self-defense, something concealable. And it was a 40 caliber. So I went back up there, and the pig was still running around. They're still trying to kill it with this axe. And so I get in there, and I figure, well, if I just be still, this thing's gonna run by me, and maybe it won't see me and try to kill me. And when it runs by me, I'll just take a shot in the head. Well, that's what I did, and the thing ran by me several times. And when it did, I just put the gun down, like basically point blank to the pig's head and fired around. And I did that 4 times. And I'm like, man, why isn't this thing dropping? And every time I'd shoot it, the thing would squeal, but it wouldn't drop. and there were only 4 rounds in the gun. So after that, it's like, well, what do I do now? I guess I go give the guy his gun back. So I wound up asking one of the guys that was in the pen with me. I'm like, dude, do you not have a gun bigger than this that we can take this thing out with? And he actually had a 357. So he went and got that, and that was the end of that. Oh man, that was a weird night, really weird night. And old Wilbur, he didn't make it till morning. And I got to talking to some of the guys. I'm not a pig farmer or anything. I didn't know this, but according to them, hogs have a big bony plate right there on the top of their head that they use for self-defense. So if I were to get a pig head, that would be in the least interesting to see how that big bony plate would fare. You know, if it'll stop a 40 caliber at point blank range. Yeah, that really threw me for a loop. And so I got to thinking about it, and you know, I was also in The Patriot when that movie came to town. I spent the entire time working on it while they were here. It was like 3 months. Got a lot of crazy stories about that. And I don't know if you guys remember the scene where it's a battle scene, and the guy gets his leg taken off from the cannonball. Well, that guy was actually an amputee, and he's just standing there, you know, like on his one leg, and he was missing his leg cut off from the knee, the other leg, and they made like a shin part of his leg for him and just stuck it up under there, and they had this cannonball looking thing on a zip line, and they cut the motor on this thing, would zip across the field really fast, and they timed it just right to where it would bounce into his shin and take it off, and then he fell down. Oh, put squibs in it and all that. Squibs are these little blood packs with an explosive on them, and you'll have somebody standing off to the side and they'll make the connection, and then the thing will explode. And there was this one scene in there where it's got all the redcoats standing in formation, and one of the guys' heads just blows up, you know, presumably he gets hit by a cannonball or something like that. Well, what they did for that one was they took a dummy, and for the head they used a pig head that they bought right down the road at G&W Meat Market. So they stuck this pig head on there, and they packed it full of explosives. And you know, we're all just sitting there watching, and oh man, this is gonna be gross. So they blew this pig's head up right next to this guy, and just brains and skull and just pig matter flew all over the guy's face, and he threw up. So they caught that on film, and that actually went in there. That guy really did get sick because of that. Oh yeah, and the blood in that movie, I noticed, I'm like, man, this ain't fake blood. Yeah, it's fake blood. Don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Yeah, they use real blood on us. I don't know where they got that. They probably got it from the meat market too, but that was not fake blood at all. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoy your time off. Hope you get some rest. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing you guys are doing. I gotta get some of y'all's regulators out in the mail today, so I'm about to do that. And well, you guys just have a good one and stay safe, and maybe we'll have some sun before too long. Later.